Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Erica. If this is your first time here, today I'm going to be using the new Juvia's Place Wahala 2 collection. I created a couple different eye looks, as you can tell, so that you can see a variety of colors in the palette and see some of the different textures that it has. If you end up liking this video, please remember to give my video a thumbs up, turn on the notifications so you get notified when I upload a new video, and subscribe to my channel. And let's go ahead and jump into the video. Alright, so I'm super excited because Juvia's Place sent over their new Wahala 2 collection. So inside there is a new palette and then two new lip products. One is a liquid lipstick and one is a gloss. So let me just open these up and show you what they look like inside. So here is the palette. It has such a wide variety of shades in here. There are mattes, shimmers, pressed glitters. I can't even decide what I want to use. And then here are the two new lip products. So this top one is the liquid lipstick, and that's the shade Shakara. And then this bottom one is a gloss, and that's the shade Petty Betty. And this one is more of a peach tone, and this one is more of a pinky nude. And sorry, I'm talking kind of quiet because my husband's in class and my filming area is down in the basement, which is where his office is. So going forward, I'm going to be doing a voiceover for the rest of this tutorial. And I'm thinking I'm going to do different eye looks on each side just so you can get an idea of some different colors and textures. And I'll put all of the details for the products down in the description box as well, so you can find them there. I'll insert a picture up here of the original Wahala palette so you can kind of compare the two. And that one is great, so I'm expecting this one to be great as well. And let's go ahead and jump into the video. Alright, so I'm starting in my crease and I'm using the shade Too Much, which is a neon pink shade, and I'm just focusing that on the outer half. And then I am bringing in the shade Wasted, and I'm doing that on the other half of my crease. So then I'm just going back into those two shades and just deepening them up in the actual crease part of my eye some more. And as you can see, I'm just buffing it out and bringing it up to my brow bone, and then highlighting my brow bone with this shade Shakara. Next, I'm just doing a cut crease on my lid. I'm using this P. Louise X Acid Rain paint in the shade Blank Canvas. And if you need a tip on doing a cut crease on hooded eyes, just put it right along your lash line and look up, and then that'll create the shape for you. And then here I'm going in with the pressed glitter shade 419. When I was putting this on, I didn't really realize at first it was a pressed glitter, so then I went back into this shade Fake, which is kind of a duochrome, and I started laying that down for the base. And then I went back in with some pressed glitters in the shade Colo and 419 and just packed those all over the lid right where the cut crease is. And I just wanted to do a close-up of this glitter so you can see how pretty it is, but I went in with a packing brush and then I went in with my finger, and I actually thought that it worked better to apply these with my fingers, and I just kind of mixed the two shades together and got a really pretty result. And to brighten up the inner corner, I just went back in with that shade Shakara and put a little bit on the inner corner of my lid. And then I buffed out the edges back with that pink shade, which is called Too Much. And then I started making a wing shape on the outer corner of my eye using the shade Dream. And I just brought that up into the crease where the cut crease ended. And for the lower lash line, I just brought some more of that pink shade down there as well, so I used the same shades as in my crease. And just to finish it off, I went back in with some of those colors I started out with just to finish off the look and make them stand out again. So that's it for this eye, and now let's move on to the other one. For this eye, I wanted to use more of the blue tones, so I started out with Fury in the crease and then just kind of winged it out at the edges. And then I really just followed the natural shape of my crease and put it right in the deepest part of my eye. And then I did the same thing, just layering over the top of that using the shades Lust and Jealous just to create a gradient effect. Instead of using liner, I'm going back in with that shade Lust and creating a wing and just meeting it up with the other shadow in my crease. And if you wanted, you could leave it just blank on the lid, but I wanted to add some of these pretty shimmer shades. So I'm using the shade Venom and just bringing that right in the inner corner and then up to where it meets the darkest shade. And then I highlighted in the inner corner using the shade Fame and brought that up, as you can see. Then I used the shade Money and focused that more on the center of my lid just to add a little bit of dimension. And for even more sparkle, I went into the pressed glitters and used the shade Goals and Job and just mixed those together like I did on the other eye. I decided to skip the brush and just go right in with my finger, and that worked super well. So to finish off the eyes, I'm just going to pop on some lashes. These are from Batty B in the style F-Boy. And I decided I wanted to try some of these shadows on my face. So I'm using this shade Yab as a blush, and it actually turned out super pretty. You just have to use a light hand when dipping into the shade. And then for highlight, I wanted to try this shade Shakara because it's a really bright white. And I think it worked really well as a highlight shade. You might just want to spend a little bit more time blending it and don't go too overboard. And just to finish off the look, I'm going in with the two lippies. I'm using the shade Shakara first, which is the liquid lipstick. And it felt really nice when I was applying it. The applicator is just a little bit large, so it could be kind of hard if you have more thin lips. But you can always use a lip liner to outline your lips first, and that would help a lot. And then I just went in with some of the gloss over the top of that, and that's the shade Petty Betty. And I just did a thin layer just so you could see what they look like together. Alright, so here are the two looks that I created with the palette. They are pretty different but similar shapes and used similar textures on each eye. I tried to use a variety of textures from the palette. So I think some of my favorites are like the pressed glitters, but everything blended out really easily. The only thing I would say is some of them are like duochromes, like this shade up here comes out looking a lot darker when you put it on the eyes, as you probably saw before. And this shade has a little bit of a green undertone to it, it seems like, so just be mindful of that when you are using this palette. Otherwise, everything is really pretty, and definitely recommend picking this one up. It's pretty affordable and you get a wide variety of shades and formulas. And the lip formulas, I like the matte lipstick formula a lot. It's just a little bit too orange for me. I wish it was a little bit lighter because I'm pretty pale, so it just looks really orange instead of peach on me. And the lip gloss, I like the shade a lot. It feels pretty good, just a tiny bit sticky, but most gloss formulas are a little bit sticky, but it's not too bad. So I like both of those. Just if you're not a fan of orangey lipsticks, this one would probably look better on a little bit darker of a skin tone, or if I have a tan or something, I might like it then. But comment below and let me know which side is your favorite or what you ended up thinking of the palette so far, and if you're going to pick it up. As always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!